Alrighty, good morning guys, welcome back to another video. It's been a while, haven't been in the water for like 2 weeks. Had to get a wisdom tooth pulled out like a week ago, so hopefully it's all good. I'm pretty sure it will be. It feels like it's healing pretty well. Gonna go out for a bit of a solo dive this morning. Target fish is gonna be mackerel. I've heard reports of spotty mackerel being on the reef, but it would be nice if there was a Spanish as well. I've got about a 3-4 hour window out there, and then yeah, I've got a cook up idea that I really want to do, so I've already got that planned out. I just need to get the fish. Yeah, I'm pumped, man. I hope the viz is good. The wind's meant to be right down. Well, you can see right now there's like no wind at all, at least in here, and the swell is 0.8 meters, just under a meter. Just hopefully we have viz. Back her up a bit. On the reef, which yeah, it's good because it means there's probably mackerel around, but it's not so good because I don't really like diving around heaps of people. We'll find a nice little spot to ourselves. I'm about halfway there. It's very hard to tell if the water's clear or green because that sun's disappeared. There's only one way to find out, and that's to jump in and check it out. It's good to be back on the water. Phew! Let's go. Damn it, man. The top layer is definitely dirty. Hopefully there's clear water under. Yep, top layer is really dirty. You go down about 3 meters, it clears up. That's good. Mackerel. Spanish. Got him. Baby Spanish here. I think this is a better shot, guys. There we go. That's the target fish, baby. Spotty mackerel. You. Oh man, I'm stoked with that. That's my first ever spotty mackerel. I've got schoolies and Spanish, but never a spotty. First one. All right, let's jump back at the bite and I'll give you a rundown of what's been happening out here. Whew. There we go. Beautiful spotty mackerel. Well, we got line everywhere here, but how good is that? Yes. It's gonna be delicious. Very rusty. feeling a little bit, yeah, just not super comfortable. And the equaliser was getting a little bit better. I just felt a little bit clogged up. I missed that Spanish at the start. Point blank. It was a pretty small one, but I reckon it would have been legal. Well, definitely. I wouldn't have taken the shot if I didn't think it was legal. I reckon it was around maybe 90 centimeters. And then shot a spotty about 10 minutes ago. It tore off. And then, yeah, this guy was just cruising in a bit of a school. And yeah, this shot was pretty good. That is what we came out here for. He is over 80. I'm gonna say, yeah, probably around that 90. Maybe 85 to 90 centimeters. I did bring a fish bag in case I got a big fish, but I left it in the car. That is a perfect fish. Oh, yes. Man, check out how good these conditions are right now. Whew. Phew. All right, well, I'm gonna jump back in here again. Just a few reasons. One, I feel like the mackerel are just going to keep moving through. Like, there's a little bit of bait here, which is good. Yeah, they're coming through here. Like, I've seen the Spanish and spotties, so it's a nice depth as well for being out here solo. It's probably about max 10. I think the deepest I went was 10. And finally, I got my dive watch working how I want it. So I've got like the surface intervals. I can track that, making sure I stay on the surface 3 times as long as my dive is. So if I do a 1 minute dive, which I was averaging around sort of that like 1 minute 10, and then I would stay on the surface for at least 3 minutes. Tells you my depth. Yeah, that's pretty much all I need it for though. It's just the surface interval. And yeah, first time I've ever really dove with a watch, and I think it's just gonna make it a little bit safer, especially when I'm out here by myself, you know. So yeah, happy with that. Fishing the esky. Can full on relax now, man. So I'll catch you back in there, guys. I'm just gonna have a little bit more water, chill out for a little bit. There's 2 boats on the reef. There was probably like 50 boats there before. Got a little plane going over. Mate, this is awesome. And the viz is improving. All right, catch you back in there. Let's go. Visibility, way better, man. Way better. Let's go. Woo. Small Spanish there. Man, the visibility is improving a lot. It's beautiful. Perfect temperature. How good is this? I'm starting to relax a little bit more now too, so the diving feels a lot better. It's crazy what a fish in the boat and improved visibility can do to the relaxation. Bro, how did you miss that trevally? There was like 30 of them right in front of me, man. I don't know what's happening. This is a new shaft, slightly heavier. I put it in. This is the first time using it, but I can't really blame that because it's a brand new shaft. What the hell? Got him. Got to play it really light. They tear so easily. Oh, got him. I just wanted to secure him just in case he tore out. It's a beautiful silver trevally. I was having a little laugh to myself because I don't think I've ever shot a trevally anywhere but in the belly. Every time I shoot them low. Oh, one day I'll shoot one where you're supposed to, but at least I didn't reel the fillets. It's a good size one too. I love these fish as ceviche, and yeah, they're really good sashimi as well. I'm not really a big sashimi eater, but yeah, if you are and you're wondering, they are great sashimi. Nice fish. Oh, I'm not the only one out here right now. This is awesome. Yeah, you guys all sorted. Bit of fog there. Well, they're definitely not a hard fish to shoot, the silver trevally. Most trevally are pretty easy, I find, to shoot. They just come in, they're pretty inquisitive, eh? Let's go the other side. Show you the colours. I love the trevally low shot, but you know, I do that on purpose so I don't damage the flesh, you know. That's where I aim, you know. Pretty happy with that fish. Really good eating. Solid one too. I'm gonna say he is 50 centimeters. Oh, 50, 52. Alright, we'll get a nice slurry in there soon. Once again, I've got a bunch of reel line off the reel. But if you're new to spearfishing and you don't know really what the go is, I'll really quickly give you a rundown on my gun that I'm using, guys, because I've had a few guys out there ask me what spear guns I'm using. Just sort of like beginner questions, because I'm still pretty much a beginner myself. So I'm using Rob Allen guns. I've got a 1200 1.2 meter long gun here with a reel on it, which yeah, holds 60 meters of line, I'm pretty sure. My other gun is a 1 meter Rob Allen, the exact same gun, so it feels the same in the hand, and yeah, fires the same. The bands are a little bit different, so I feel like that the 1 meter gun has a bit more power. Actually, I need to upgrade these bands, especially with the heavier shaft that I put in it. I feel like it doesn't quite pack enough of a punch. Both Rob Allen, 1.2 meter, 1 meter, and they both have reels. Really good guns, man. Like, I feel like I've got a lot of confidence in them. And well, not really today, but generally, like, if I line up a fish, I feel like I feel confident I'm gonna hit that fish when I pull the trigger. They're a pretty basic gun, more of like an entry level Rob Allen gun, I guess, but man, you cannot go wrong, I don't reckon. With the reel, you can tighten it, so you can obviously like have a bit more pressure, like sort of setting a drag. But when I'm shooting mackerel and fish like that aren't really gonna like brick you in the reef, I like to run the drag quite loose, so that when I shoot it, it can run off and you can sort of then play the fish, grab the line and sort of put as much tension on the line as you would like. With that trevally, same thing happened. Like, I shot it really low, and because I had a loose drag, I was able to let it run and then just gradually bring the fish in. And then eventually I just swam down and grabbed it, just so I secured the fish. But yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I run a loose drag for these kinds of fish, sort of like your pelagic fish. And then if I was diving more of a reef fish, like going for like maybe a tusky or something like that, that's gonna go for the ledges and try and brick you, then I would tighten the drag a little bit more. In saying that, I've been known to leave my drag very loose and fish just to brick me, even small tuskies. No, dude. That's pretty much the go. And you've got a clip on the back here, so if you don't want to use a reel, you can attach a float line and a float. I did that for a little bit, but yeah, I enjoy diving with the reel, not having to worry about a float line getting wrapped around your legs and wrapped around people, just anything, like going around bridge pylons and structure. You don't have to worry about the float line or the floats as well. You don't have to worry about dragging it through current and whatnot. Yeah, I just like the feeling of just having the gun, you and the gun, and yeah, a bit more freedom. And I like seeing the fish take line off the reel as well. It's pretty cool. Anyway, that's the rundown, and I'm using a Rob Allen wetsuit. As you can see, this is actually a 5mm, which I'm probably gonna go down to like a 3mm next time I'm out here because the water's warming up a bit. Gloves, I'm just using cheap Bunnings gloves. I love these, man. These are good gloves, bro. They're like cheap gloves, very hard to put holes in. Like I can scratch anything and not put holes in them. You get more expensive gloves, and you put holes in them after a few months. Socks, I'm wearing, I think this is 4mm, just the Adreno tuna socks. Weight belt, you need a weight belt obviously. You got your weights, dive knife, dive flag, very important, especially if you're not using a float to show people that someone's in the water diving. I'm using a Ocean Hunter dive mask, and I'm just putting it in the housing here. GoPro 10 on my mask. Yeah, that's about it. Now let's see if we get this anchor up. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck on the bottom. One more. Man, just check out all that dirty water coming through the creek. It's like brown here and then it's blue out there. Righto guys, it's been 24 hours since this guy's was put on ice. A little bit over actually, so it's probably going to be a bit easier to fillet now because the flesh is going to firm up a bit. Hopefully it's going to improve the eating quality, leaving it that little bit extra and not eating it on the same day that I caught it. So I'm not too worried about leaving a little bit of fish on the actual frame, because I'm going to cook the frame on the barbecue another time. So we'll whip the fillets off and then we'll cook him up. How nice is that meat? Alrighty, so firstly what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up some garlic really finely, also ginger, and then I'm going to mix a bit of soy sauce, sesame oil into this bowl. We'll mix it all around and that's going to go straight on the fish. You'll see what I do, but yeah, let's get this garlic chopped up. Rightio. That's probably a bit on the too much side of things for the garlic and ginger, but she'll be right. We'll put a bit of soy in now. Let's say about that much. Soy sauce and a bit of sesame oil, about the same amount of sesame oil. Now we'll give that a mix around. pop that aside. Now, let's go get our fish. Got some bok choy here. I've never really used bok choy up until about a week ago when I used some of that tusk fish that I had in the freezer, and I did this exact dish and it was so delicious, man. And we'll just chop that up a bit. Now, such an easy way of cooking fish. Straight onto the baking paper. Hopefully the angle is good with this camera. I'm just gonna quickly check. Now, we'll get our fish that's just been in the fridge with this paper towel, just getting any of that moisture that was on the fish. Getting the moisture out of it. We'll just place that on top. I'm pretty hungry, so we're going 2 bits. Maybe we go that way. Now this isn't my recipe, obviously, guys. I've snagged a few ideas off the internet, but I tried it with some Tusky and it was just unbelievably good. I didn't use any measurements today, I've just sort of winged it, but yeah, we're probably not going to need all this. A little bit more and I'll save that. Brady, my brother, is he's out at the moment, but I'll cook some of this up for him when he gets home, so we'll save that for him. Maybe a little bit more, because this is like kind of a sauce as well. Once it cooks in the paper, once you open it up and eat it, you'll actually have sauce on the bottom, and then you can dip your fish in that. It's got a lot of flavour. So now all I got to do is wrap this up. And then we'll pop this in the air fryer. You could do it in the oven. Our oven's not working at the moment, but the air fryer works really good. Oh, we're gonna have to put the power on. Yes, gulp. 180 for 20 minutes, I reckon. Now, while that's cooking, I'm gonna chop up a few more ingredients, so when that comes out and I open it up, I'm gonna put a few more ingredients on top and it's gonna be so good. One more. Just warning, guys, make sure you wrap your fish better than I did, because we had a little bit of fire going on inside the air fryer just then, so let's try that. Needed to be a bit more compact. Alright, it's been 23 minutes at 180 degrees, guys. We'll open it up and suss it out. It may need longer, we'll see. Those bits of mackerel were pretty thick, so we'll have a look, eh? No, that is absolutely perfect. I reckon this is perfectly cooked, guys. I'm gonna put it on this plate here. Okay. try and get a bit of presentation going here. That needs to go on top. Alright, so I've just chopped up a little bit of red chilli, so I'll put that on top. There's a fair bit here, I'll save some of that for Brady. And some spring onion. And squeeze a lime. Oh man, this is gonna be good. A little bit of pepper. Maybe a touch of salt, but it's gonna be salty with that soy anyways. There we have it. We'll get a bit of everything. Bit of bok choy, fish, spring onion, and chili. Wow. That's beautiful. Fish is cooked really well. Probably could have been a bit less actually. I reckon 20 minutes would have been enough. But still really well cooked. So good. Righto guys, well that was absolutely delicious, and I was just thinking, if you guys have any recipes or cook up ideas or something you want me to try out, just put them in the comments below, and if I like the sound of it, I'll definitely give it a crack, because I'm always searching for ideas, and I'm just pretty much just getting most of my recipes off random websites, and mates occasionally will send through what they're doing and I'll sort of have a crack at it. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any ideas that you want me to try out, and hopefully you guys are catching and cooking your own fish. Hope you've enjoyed this mission guys. I'm probably going to go back out for a dive tomorrow. I'm just sort of planning on where to hit, if it's going to be a shore dive, boat dive or kayak dive, because I want to get back into a bit more kayak diving. So stay tuned for that and have a good one. I'll catch you in the next mission.